It only took me a few months of posting videos consistently online to my small Instagram following of just under 700 people to make my first $1,000 online. My name is Vernell. I'm the founder of a company called ScorePro. It used to be called Fortune 800. I'm also a 4-time author. I'm not here to sell you any course or anything like that. I just want to talk about my experience and my journey. This is the first legitimate win that I had in business. Right before the pandemic happened, before the whole shutdown happened, I went to this event in Los Angeles. It was kind of like a mindset event, some tactical stuff, but the event was about transcending and getting to the next level in your business. At the time, I had just started my business and I was posting videos pretty consistently. When I went down to LA to go to the mastermind/event, there was no one in LA. It was like a ghost town. I think the flights, I bought them super last minute. The flights were like $60 or $70 because I guess people were scared to travel at the time. So I go down there, I meet some really key people who help me get to break some of the mental barriers that are going on between my ears to get to the next level with my business. Phenomenal event. Brian Casella was the one who hosted this event. Phenomenal event. I highly recommend any of his teachings, his products, his mentorships as a side note. But that's not what this is about. This is about my first $1,000 day. So when I get back from LA, the lockdowns happened the day after. So everything is shut down. My way of doing business before was door to door, cold calling, just belly to belly stuff, going out into the real world and talking to people. That whole idea of business was getting ready to shift dramatically in the next couple of months. So I wasn't going to be able to do all the things I had prepared to do in my business. So I had to learn the online game. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about online marketing, Instagram marketing, Facebook ads, none of it. I didn't know anything. I lived in my mom's house at the time, recording videos on my phone that I've had since sophomore year of high school. I recorded 2 to 3 videos and did a live video every single day because I figured if I didn't know what I was doing, for the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, I can make up for it in volume, doing more of it. And eventually I got really good. I released my first book, Cracking the Code, How to Fix Your Credit and Win the Game. The first day that I released it, I made $1,000 on the release. That was more money than I had ever made in a month, in a week, and all that happened in one day. I'll share with you the framework that I use in order to write the book, get people on my email list, and get people excited about the book once they get it. So when I wrote my first book, it wasn't a great book. I've actually pulled this particular book that I'm talking about off of the shelves. So it isn't for sale anymore. But one thing that I did do right is I didn't make my book about motivation. I didn't make it about theory in business. It wasn't a feel-good book. The reason I sold so many copies of that book, even though it wasn't a great book, is because it served a specific audience and a specific need. It was a book about repairing your credit. If you're someone that has credit issues and I'm gathering testimonials on the book, you're more inclined to purchase it. It's very difficult, especially when you're nobody. It's very difficult to sell a book on motivation or a book on business theory. I took my past experiences with other credit repair companies and working for another company, a real world experience. I took that, turned it into a book, solved a specific needs, a specific problem, and I was able to get paid very well just from that one book. Now, in order to get people on my list, like I said earlier, what you lack in skill, you must make up in volume. I'll say it again. What you lack in skill, you must make up in volume. 2, 3, 4 videos a day until you get good, because eventually you get good. And then it becomes a matter of which videos perform the best, which videos gets me the most clicks, which videos gets me the most views, which drive the most traffic to my funnel or my website or whatever it is. And you double, triple, and quadruple down on that. But in order to figure out what videos work, you're going to have to create a lot of videos. If you look at my channel right now, go scroll down. I've done several styles of video, several styles. I've done podcast interviews. I've done whiteboard videos. I've done shorts. And this isn't the only YouTube channel that I have. I have my other YouTube, Credit Tips with Vernell, shorts, podcasts. But what I lacked in skill, I made up in volume. So if you want to create a digital product, write a book, offer a coaching program, my advice, and not really my advice because do whatever you want. This is just what I've done and some of the results that I've gotten. This isn't the only book that I've written. I've written many other books. I had an ebook, The Credit Cash Machine. I'll pop up a screenshot of that. I think the first day I released that, I made like $2,800. That was some time ago. My children's book, that book does phenomenal online and offline. I've kind of mixed the online and the offline strategies with that particular book. So first, you want to pull whatever you're creating from real world experience. I've realized how many people are just knockoffs of the next guy. The reason that there can never be a knockoff of me is because I'm only speaking about my real world experience. I don't get on YouTube. I don't get on Instagram. I don't get on social media and talk about theory and things I don't truly understand and things I haven't experienced. A lot of people do. But if you want your product, your book, your ebook, your course, whatever it is, if you want it to actually have impacts and for you to be able to speak about it the same way that I'm speaking about this, it has to be from real world experience. It can't be from theory. You can't watch another guy's video, read another guy's book and say, hey, I'm just going to make a worse version of this. And everything gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse over time. So step one, whatever you create, whether it's an ebook, a digital book, this is what I've done. I pull it from real world experience, not theory. Two, I make sure everything that I create serves a very specific person. Even though I may not sell 10 million copies of my credit books, if I sell 100,000 of them and 1,000 of those people that I sell a book to convert into high ticket clients, that's where the real money is made. And three, what you lack in skill, make up in volume, however you promote your book. When I released my children's book, Carter's Credit Lesson, I promoted the book door to door. It's a $20 book. I was selling like 2 or 3 books a day. It only took 2 hours, 100, 200, maybe even 300 doors that I knocked on. Not everyone that even opened, just 300 doors knocked. Take you 2-3 hours. Because if you don't have the funds to run ads or to create high quality content, even if you don't have the money to create high quality content, you should still be creating something. But let's say you don't have all these things. However, you can go about promoting whatever it is that you have, I would do it. I didn't have money for ads, door to door, business to business, which I'll talk about in another video. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, make sure to give me a follow on Instagram at Vernell Watts. I'll leave the link to that in the description, and I hope some of this helped. Peace.